Now going into maintenance mode, resetting the oil service reminder light on your car after a service using the CarPal Diagnostic Tool from Topdon is now just one task you can do by yourself using this tool. You can also check the health of your car's battery and then install and register a replacement battery when required, diagnose and reset DPF errors in diesel vehicles, reset tire pressure monitoring systems, and so much more. Now, just two of my favorite features with the CarPal would have to be its automatic VIN detection feature and its ability to scan for diagnostic fault codes from all of the control units of the car automatically with just a simple tap of my finger in the app. Then there is the speed that it is able to perform this task at. At the moment, as you can see, it's currently scanning all of the control units looking for errors. But look how fast it's actually doing it. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello and welcome to the channel, and I hope you like today's video. If you like car technology content, then hit that subscribe button because that's what you're going to see on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a device that everyone can seriously benefit from. And that is because by using a device like this, you basically have a doctor for your car inside your pocket. Yes, this is a wireless car diagnostic scan tool that works over a Bluetooth connection with your smartphone. And it's controlled using a free app that you just need to download first. And it's great to use for the diagnosing of any electrical or electronic faults that you may be experiencing with your vehicle. It's a device from a company called Topdon, which you may have already heard of before, and it's called the CarPal, which is actually very appropriately named because this device really can be your car's best friend. The CarPal supports a huge range of vehicles, covering everything from your basic Toyota from the mid-90s, all the way up to the higher-end cars as well, such as Bentley, Mercedes, BMW, but it even supports the supercars as well. So Ferrari, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Porsche, Maserati, and more, they are all supported. For the Australian followers of this channel, I have also noticed it does support a good range of the Holdens as well. So the CarPal is basically a diagnostic fault code reader, and this means it can read and erase any diagnostic trouble codes with your vehicle. However, it does support some other special features as well, including the ability to read live data parameters about your engine's health. And we will be putting this to the test later on in the video. The CarPal will allow a maximum of 3 different car brands to be linked to it at once. Other brands can also be added as well, of course, but this will require you to replace one of your existing brands of choice. It also comes with 1 year of free software updates when you purchase it, so you can buy this diagnostic tool right now and use it for free for 1 year. But of course, this is a subscription-based tool, so after that 1 year of use expires, you will then be given the option to pay a subscription fee to continue using it. The subscription fee is very affordably priced though, in my opinion, especially when comparing it to other diagnostic tools that I have tested over the years. So it's definitely worth the investment. For this video, I am, by the way, going to be using the CarPal as it is straight out of the box. I have not paid for any subscriptions or purchased any extra add-ons at all, so everything you'll be seeing in this video is what you can do for the first year with this device for free. The functionality, of course, will be slightly different for all the different car brands, as not all cars have the same features that my car does. This is what CarPal looks like outside of its box, and yes, it is a pretty cool and futuristic looking device as well, in my opinion. CarPal provides multiple language support for many languages such as English, French, German, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, and even more. It is very easy to set up with your smartphone, and is also provided with an easy to read user guide as well, which will have you up and running very quickly. It's seriously as simple as just downloading the app, then plugging the CarPal into your OBD2 diagnostic port, and then just following the on-screen instructions. You don't need to manually configure any settings in your phone to establish a connection. The CarPal does everything for you automatically, and yes, both iOS and Android are supported as well. I personally am an Android fan, so I will be using my Samsung Z Fold 3 to put CarPal to the test in today's video. When setting up the CarPal, one very important thing you will need to first do is update the firmware. This will ensure you have the latest updates possible, which is important for optimal performance of the device. For me personally, the CarPal came with version 1.07 installed by default, and now I have updated the firmware to version 1.30, which is the latest firmware version currently available at the time of this review. Now, of course, my car is a 2013 Alfa Romeo Giulietta QV, and so that is the car that I will be using today to demonstrate the CarPal working for you. And just for the other Alfa Romeo owners who are subscribed to this channel, as I know there are a few of you, yes, the CarPal does also support all of the other models as well, from the older 145 and 146 models, all the way up to the current models such as the Giulia, Stelvio, and the Tonale. Please do remember, though, that most FCA vehicles manufactured after 2016 will have SGW factory fitted. If you don't know what that means, it is basically a security gateway technology that was introduced by the manufacturer and prevents aftermarket diagnostic tools from communicating with the car through diagnostics. There are, of course, ways around this. CarPal does work with SGW fitted vehicles, however, extra subscriptions and fees will be required if using the CarPal on a SGW fitted vehicle, and this may be a bit more expensive. And as I said before, this applies to all FCA vehicles as well. So this will include not only Alfa Romeo, but also Fiat, Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep as well. Now, once you have CarPal installed and set up, when you open the CarPal app, this is the home page that you are greeted with. Now, it's also important to note here that CarPal does also support automatic VIN detection as well. So it can automatically detect the year, make, model, and of course the VIN of your car that you're connecting to. So there is no need to manually input all the vehicle details to establish a connection to it, because CarPal does all of this for you. And yes, this feature is incredibly convenient to have, because it makes achieving a connection between your phone and the car incredibly fast and easy. Now, as you can see, the CarPal homepage gives us several options to choose from to help us diagnose a problem with your vehicle. So we can perform a full vehicle health check to complete a scan of all of the control units in the vehicle and all of the simple tap of the blue button here as well. Yes, the CarPal is not only useful for scanning your engine, it supports the scanning of many other control units as well, such as the TCM transmission control module, the ABS for the braking, airbag, instrument cluster, body control module, electric steering, the HVAC system, parking assist, and a lot more. So let's test this out now on my Alfa Romeo. So we just tap on the blue button here, confirm the VIN. We want to do an auto scan. Okay, and these are all the control units that the CarPal has found in my car. So now obviously all these control units are going to be different for all the different vehicle brands, as every car is different. So now to perform a scan on all of these control units, we just need to tap on scan down here at the bottom. And the CarPal will now scan all of the different control units to try and find as many errors as it can. It's already found one. So we'll just give that a few more seconds to complete the scan. Okay, and the full system scan has now been completed. And yes, the speed at which the CarPal was able to perform that full diagnostic scan on all of the different control units was indeed very quick. And this is definitely a really great feature with the CarPal. Now, as you can see, it has found several problems with my car, but none of these problems are serious. And they have only been detected by the CarPal due to my Alfa Romeo having this aftermarket Android Auto system installed to it. I can, of course, also now clear and erase all of these fault codes using the CarPal as well. So we'll do that. We'll just tap on clear DTCs. And everything is now clear. However, they will, of course, all return immediately once I cycle the ignition again, and they will continue to permanently be there unless I choose to reinstall my old car's factory stereo, or hack my car's diagnostic system to get rid of all the codes, which I won't be doing because it does not really bother me, as I know why they're detected, so I know what they're there for, and therefore, to me, it is not necessary. Now, alternatively to performing a full system scan, just to be able to diagnose a problem with the engine diagnostics, which obviously is also a lot more time consuming as well to do, We can also perform an engine inspection check by itself only, and we do that by tapping on this option here. So we'll try that out now. So tap on the engine inspection. It's now checking for errors in the engine diagnostics. Okay, and as expected, there are no problems detected with my engine diagnostics at all. And this result is correct as well, as all my other diagnostic tools have the same result. And that is, of course, good news to see that my engine has no faults detected with the diagnostics at all. Now, we can also perform a battery test on the vehicle to check the health of the vehicle battery as well by using this option here, battery test, which again makes this a very useful diagnostic tool to have, because you would be very surprised just how many problems you can experience from a defective car battery. So we will try this feature out now as well. But please do also note that this feature only supports 12-volt vehicles. Okay, so we'll tap on battery test. Make sure that the vehicle is turned off, which it is. Next. Yep. Turn off all systems, everything's off. Step 2, tap confirm, and then start the vehicle. So confirm, and now start the car. The engine's now running. Okay, and battery test results are normal. So that's good. And that's also correct, because my car battery is basically only about 5 or 6 months old, as I think I replaced it last Christmas. So this feature works well. Below the battery test mode, we also have another option, maintenance mode, which is where most of the special features that the CarPal supports are located. So in maintenance mode, we can perform more advanced tasks with our vehicle, such as an oil reset, which you can use to reset your oil service computer and display. You can also perform a throttle adaptation relearn, which is a very useful feature to have, especially if you have decided to remove the throttle body of your engine to clean it, which if you have done before, you will now know that doing that generally also throws the throttle alignment out as well. So your car is now most probably idling very rough. But the CarPal can be used to fix this problem for you, if your car is supported, of course. An EPB reset can also be performed to reset the electronic parking brake of your car when there is a problem, and this is incredibly useful to have, especially considering that EPB is a standard feature with so many cars today. My Alfa Romeo Giulietta, however, fortunately is not one of them. A BMS reset is another useful feature that the CarPal supports. BMS, of course, standing for Battery Management System. With more and more cars these days, a simple job such as replacing your car's faulty battery is not as simple as you may think, because some cars have a battery monitoring system, which requires you to tell it that the car's battery has been replaced. And to do this, you will need a device like the CarPal to do it. This is a very common technology that has been around for over a couple of decades now, actually. If you have ever owned a BMW model after 2004, then you will probably know what I'm talking about, as BMW was one of the first car manufacturers to introduce this feature. TPMS is, of course, a reset feature to use to reset your car's tire pressure monitoring system, which many cars have and will require this feature for from time to time. And lastly, DPF, which stands for diesel particulate filter. This is a reset feature used to hopefully assist you when you are experiencing problems with the DPF system of your diesel vehicle, which can at times be complicated to diagnose and repair. And that's all of the CarPal's maintenance mode special features. There are, however, other features that the CarPal offers as well, such as a built-in smog checker, which when executed will basically perform a test on the vehicle to ensure that it's up to emission standards. So let's give that a try now. I've never actually tried this feature out yet. Okay, and that is a very good message to receive, because this is basically telling me that CarPal has checked everything and my car should have no problems in regards to emission testing with its next WOF, which is its overall health and safety check, as it's called here in New Zealand, or the MOT as it's called in other parts of the world. And this result is again correct, as I only just passed my latest WOF I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, without any problems whatsoever. The CarPal does also have another feature, which is this one here, performance testing. I'm not going to test out this feature, but if you want to test how your car accelerates, how fast it accelerates, record your top speed, monitor your engine load and your coolant temperature, the CarPal can also do all of this for you as well. This here is the live data feature working. As you can see, it is currently busy at work monitoring and measuring data from various types of sensors related to my engine. It should be noted though that, well, at least on my particular car anyway, live data only does seem to support the engine only. It does not support live data parameter reading for any of the other control units of the vehicle. Now the car app does also have some other useful built-in features as well. So we'll go out of that screen and over to here. The first one being a built-in DTC repair guide, which is a very useful feature when you want more information about a specific diagnostic fault code that the CarPal may have detected with your car. But this feature is not supported for some vehicles. Quite a lot of them are supported, yes, as you can see, but as you can also see, Alfa Romeo is not supported by this feature at all. To be honest, it's not really that important if your car is not supported by this feature. As with the technology we have available today, you could just use Google or its AI agent Gemini, which I use nearly every day, as it's seriously getting better and better every time I use it, to do the same thing. I am becoming a big fan of Gemini, to be honest. Now the next one is built-in technical service bulletins. This is also available in the CarPal app, but again the feature only supports some vehicles as well. Quite a few of them are supported. Tap on make. As you can see, there are quite a few vehicles supported by the feature. But again, not all vehicles are supported. If we go out of that screen, this phone is very quickly becoming time to be replaced. Next we have DLC location guide. This is extremely helpful for you when you're trying to find the location of your OBD2 diagnostic connector if you don't know where it is. The CarPal does appear to have quite a large database of vehicles covered for this feature as well. As you can see, quite a lot of vehicles are supported with this feature. And lastly, oh, come on phone. Okay. We have a built-in warning light library, which is extremely useful because this can assist you in your diagnostic work when trying to find out what the problem with your vehicle could be. When you see a light appear on your dashboard that you have never seen before and do not know what it means, it will, for example, also, if I tap on the anti-lock brakes, it will also give you a description of what it means. It will also give you a short guide on the cause of the problem and what you can try to do to fix it as well. This is really useful if you do not have much experience with working on your car at all, as it will give you a really good description of what you can do to proceed to actually fix this problem yourself. The built-in More tab just here is what you use to access the required SGW Security Gateway software subscriptions, which are required for the later model SGW fitted vehicles, as I mentioned before, with FCA. As you can see, there are other SGW fitted vehicles as well, which will require this. The Me tab is just where you can adjust the device settings and perform firmware updates, etc. And lastly, there is one more feature, and it is a feature that I personally really like as well, and that is a built-in head-up display. If you follow this channel, you will already know I am a big fan of HeadUp displays, and that's one reason why I review so many of them on this channel. Well, guess what? The CarPal can also be used as a HeadUp display as well. So you just tap on HUD, and then you can choose the HUD display that you want. So I choose this one here, and that is because I like the largest size font, which is what this one gives you. So you just wait for that to load up. And now I just tap on switch to mirror mode, and as you can see, everything is being reversed. So now I can just place my smartphone on my dashboard, and it can work just like a projective type of head-up display. And it does actually work incredibly well as well, as I'm going to demonstrate to you now. So yeah, here I am driving along the road using my car diagnostic tool as a head-up display. I do love the large size font. It's pretty much the perfect size. I also like how there's nothing else around my current speed being displayed that could distract me. That is what I like with a head-up display. I will add though, without using a tinted screen plate on your front windscreen, you will get a little bit of double vision from it. That's not a problem with the CarPal or with my phone though. That's just a common problem that you'll experience with a lot of other head-up displays as well. If you've seen my other head-up display videos on this channel, you will know that. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Who would have thought you could use your car diagnostic tool as a head-up display when you're driving on the road to monitor your current speed? Now, just in case you're wondering, yes, the HUD feature of the CarPal does support both kph and mph speed units as well. This is easily changed and selected in the settings of the app. Okay, so let me just get my phone back. Turn the HUD feature off. Go back to the main display. And turn the ignition off. And grab the Topdon adapter from the OBD2 port. Okay, so that's basically it. This is the Topdon CarPal Bluetooth car diagnostic scan tool. So what are my favorite things about the CarPal? Well, the build quality is good. It is a nice and compact size, making it great for portable use, and especially if I want to keep it in my pocket all day. The performance of the device is nice and quick, and of course the fact that it's wireless is awesome. The speed that it can perform a full diagnostic scan at is impressive, and this is incredibly important from a user and operator point of view, as it makes the device convenient, comfortable, and extremely enjoyable to use. If you have used slow performing diagnostic tools before, then you will know how frustrating they can be to use. And for me, that is an immediate turn-off. The cost of diagnostic tools these days are becoming very affordable, and the CarPal is also very affordable. So if you're using a slow performing diagnostic tool, it's now just as easy to purchase a faster and more updated diagnostic scan tool, just like the CarPal, because they are so affordable now. One other thing I like about using the CarPal is, this is when comparing it to some of the other Alfa Romeo and Fiat diagnostic tools only, of course, you don't need to keep changing the different colored OBD2 cable adapters to be able to connect to the different control units of the vehicle. Yes, I totally understand that those other tools are focused strongly on the Italian car brands only. And yes, they are amazing and very powerful diagnostic tools, which I love and have been using for years. Whereas the CarPal is a universal diagnostic tool. But it can be annoying having to change the OBD2 adapter if you want to scan the engine ECU, and then immediately after that, scan the body control module straight away. And with the CarPal, you don't need to do that, which makes it extremely convenient. So how would I rate the Topdon CarPal, and who is it really for? As a diagnostic scan tool code reader, it is very good, and I can't fault it. But it's not a device you can use for extremely advanced diagnostic tasks. And that's because it has not been designed to be a tool for doing that either. The CarPal is a great diagnostic tool, and it's been designed for anyone who likes to work on their own car from home, to do the basics, so the DIY users. It has not been designed to nor has it been advertised to be able to perform the more advanced diagnostic tasks like the dealership tools can do. It also does not cost thousands of dollars like the dealership tools do either. The CarPal has been designed to do the basics. It's great for fault code reading and erasing, including simple vehicle maintenance tasks, and it does all of that very well. So is there anything I don't like about the CarPal? Well, no, not really. But there are, however, some improvements I feel that could be made to its HUD feature alone, and these improvements are very simple to achieve and implement into the design of the app as well, which are the addition of speed alarms and speed accuracy adjustments. The CarPal, when used as a HUD, does not support any type of built-in visual speed alarm at all. And if the speed being displayed on your windscreen from your phone is not accurate to the speedometer of your car, this cannot be adjusted either. Now, I'm not 100% sure how easy that would be to achieve, as going by other types of HUDs like this, which are reviewed, they also don't have that feature, so that one could be a bit tricky. But implementing speed alarms into the design is definitely a very easy thing to do. But is the CarPal a professionally designed head-up display? No, it's not. It's a wireless universal car diagnostic scan tool, and it's a good one. But in my opinion, the HUD feature does have a lot of potential to be even better. So these are just my recommendations on how the HUD feature of the CarPal could be improved, if that is something that Topdon were interested in pursuing with the device at a later date. I honestly cannot fault the CarPal in any other way at all, though. It is a fantastic car diagnostic tool, and I could easily recommend it to anyone. Anyway, guys, that now brings us to the end of another video, and thank you so much for watching. For anyone who is interested in purchasing a CarPal from Topdon for themselves, I have provided a link in the description area below for you. If you like working on your own car and are looking for a great diagnostic tool to help you when you are working on it, then the CarPal is a great investment, and a very affordable one as well. Anyway, if you like this video or found it helpful, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, where you can watch even more car tech videos, and I hope to see you all in the next video.